You mentioned LeBron. Magic Johnson was on ESPN yesterday, and he blamed LeBron for the Lakers not getting DeMar DeRozan. That they wanted to get DeMar DeRozan, who was available, and Magic said he pushed for it, but LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook. Does that sound right?
I think at the end of the day, your best player, your star player, and obviously in Lakers' case, that would be LeBron. They had to have gone to LeBron and asked him, here's a list of guys that we're thinking about. I do know on that list was DeMar. I know on that list was Buddy Hield. I know on that list was Kyle Lowry. So they had options and choices. And look, if LeBron feels comfortable playing with Russell and that's his choice, I have no problem with that. I'm not going to blame him because.
But do you think it's LeBron's decision that if Rob
I think it's
Pelinka goes,
not decision, but heavy input? Yes, heavy input, I would say, and that's been LeBron every place he's been. Started in Cleveland, going to Miami, going back to Cleveland, and now LA. Absolutely, you would go to LeBron and ask him his input on certain players. I mean, how did they get Anthony Davis? You don't think LeBron had a heavy dose of say in that?
And same agent, too.
Right.
But, the star players like Magic didn't make good decisions in the front office. Michael didn't make good decisions in the front office. Remember Michael wanted to bring Walter Davis into the Bulls when he was on one leg. Al Wood, and then Jerry Krause said no.
Well, didn't Michael draft? I love Kwame Brown, but
and Adam Morrison.
So look, great players sometimes are always their worst critics because they think they know more than they actually do. But I am not going to criticize LeBron if he wanted to play with Russell Westbrook as opposed to DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan, the season that he's having right now in Chicago, did we see any of that in San Antonio? We saw glimpses of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't see that full package that we're seeing in Chicago right now for him.
Yeah, but Russ is either really good or really bad. DeMar DeRozan is steady. Like if it was an EKG, you'd be like, oh my God, that patient's going to die. No, he's going to live to be 100. DeMar DeRozan's like, he's like Joe Dumars. It's just like calm, no highlights, just goes out there and plays. Get you some buckets, mid-range jumpers.
Again, I can't fault LeBron for wanting to play with Russell. And here's the problem. They're throwing Frank Vogel underneath the bus, which to me is not fair. Who should be skating on thin ice should be Rob Pelinka. Seriously. He's the general manager. He's the president, whatever title he has with the Lakers. I don't know why we always want to go to LeBron. It's LeBron's fault. It's Frank Vogel's fault. You got to start looking at upper management. You got to start looking at the Buss family, Jeannie Buss too, right? They're the ones that put this roster together.
Yeah.
LeBron is out there. Is he recruiting? Absolutely. Is he asking some of his parents to play like Carmelo? Absolutely. But they can, at the end of the day, say no. They could have went out and got Buddy Hield. They could have vetoed that and say, we're going to go with DeMar DeRozan. So don't always throw LeBron underneath the bus. Let's start looking at some of the principles here in Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka as well.
But they could have had DeMar DeRozan and Buddy Hield. They could have done that.
And here's the thing. You look at LeBron's skill set and what he needs. Guys that can shoot the three, that can make open shots like DeMar, probably the best mid-range player in our game. That fits his skill set. So someone in upper management needs to say, okay, I know he wants to play with Russell Westbrook, but his skill set doesn't fit the way we and LeBron plays. So there's got to be a grown-up in the room now, right? So let's not always throw it on LeBron James' shoulders.